Now coming to reflection, we had already discussed that it is because of reflection and refraction we are able to see objects. Fine. So when I take a light ray incident on an object, suppose I have this is an object over here. It can be any object like a glass slab. For example, I will take a thin glass slab. I say the light ray is incident on it. Okay. A part of the light will bounce back. It is very much similar to a rubber ball hitting on a wall. What will happen? It will get bounced back. Okay. So similarly, it may get bounced back. A part of the light. A part of the light will pass through it and a part of the light will come out. These are the three things what will happen. Now the light ray is incident straight over here. It can be incident in a other direction also. Like for example, if I take a light ray, if you see the direction is different for these two light rays. I will say this is first light ray, this is the second light ray. Say light ray from the another source. It is incident in a slanting direction. And here this point at which it is incident is called point of incidence. When I consider this is the point of incidence, similarly like a ball, if it is hitting, it will not come back this direction. It will go in a different direction. Okay. So light ray is incident here like this, and when it is bounced back, it is bouncing in a different direction. So whatever it is, the bouncing back of light into the same medium, we'll call it as reflection. Okay. When I take a glass slab, if I say this can be a translucent material or a transparent material. What is the difference between different types of material with respect to light? We have basically three types of material. One is transparent, translucent, opaque. What will happen if light is incident on a transparent material? 100% of the light will pass through it, like our glasses. Okay. So this is what we call transparent. 100% of the light will pass through it. Translucent, a part of the light will pass through. Only a part of the light will pass through. Whereas opaque, 0%. It will not allow light to pass through it. Okay. This is with respect to passing of light. Glass slab may be 100% transparent, it can be transparent or it can be translucent. So what will happen if it is transparent? The light will not get reflected back like this. It will allow complete passing of light through it. If it is translucent, then a part of the light is reflected, a part of the light is transmitted out, coming out, and a part of the light is absorbed. This is what will happen for any object. Now let us consider an opaque object. Okay, an opaque object like a sheet. It is not a glass sheet, like for example an opaque object. A metallic sheet, something like that, a rough metallic sheet or a wooden board, whatever it is. Now what will happen is, this light ray and it is incident on it, it is bounced back into the same medium. Now this surface here, whatever I am drawing, it is smooth surface, plane surface. Now whatever the light is incident, if it is completely bounced back, then I can call this as a mirror. This material I can call it as a mirror. So it will be smooth, 100% smooth, and whatever the light is incident on this particular material, that is completely reflected back. Now this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, and this point here is called point of incidence. Now if I imagine a perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence, we will call it as a normal. N stands for normal. I say this is the point of incidence, I will mark it as O, P, and let us say Q. Okay, so PO is the incident ray, O is the point of incidence, OQ is the reflected ray, and this material which will allow 100% of light getting reflected back is a mirror, and if it is perfectly smooth and plain, we can call it as a plane mirror. It is a plane mirror. Okay. Now if I measure the angle between the incident ray and the normal at the point of incidence, this angle we will call it as angle of incidence, denoted by I. And here the angle between the normal at the point of incidence and the reflected ray here is called angle of reflection, denoted by R. Okay. Now there are two laws of reflection. The laws of reflection tell that whatever may be the angle of incidence, this angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So if I take one more light ray incident at this angle, second one, then this will be the angle of incidence. Similarly, the light ray will be reflected in this direction, okay, and here this will be the angle of reflection. Any case, always the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection.